We tried to go for an A split, but now it's down to a 1v2. I know that both of them are A main because my teammate called it out, so I go for a quick peek to hopefully isolate a 1v1. Now it's down to a 1v1, but unfortunately I'm down to 5 HP. But I can use that to my advantage. Because I'm low, I'm anticipating that he's probably gonna try and peek me while I'm trying to cross on site. So I cross the site making noise. And then I wait for his peek while holding in an off angle to catch him off guard. Woo! It's down to a 2v4 post plan, and right now I'm just hiding and I'm letting my KO play first because I'm not really in the position to help him. I notice on the minimap and I hear footsteps that the enemies are close to me on the right, so I get ready for their peek. Now it's down to a 1v2. I notice on the minimap that both of my enemies are on my left, and I know that one of them is already close to me. So I get ready for my first fight and instantly TP to B main to play time. And now I know that there's no time left to defuse, so it's safe for me to peek her. We tried to go for a B push, but unfortunately the enemy team caught us off guard, and now it's down to a 2v4. This should be an unwinnable position, unless the enemy makes a mistake, so my first instinct is to wait for someone to push. It's down to a 2v3 and we still have a lot of time left, so we can take our time with our approach. I hold for a bit in case someone else pushes, but eventually I decide to walk into B main. I don't make a lot of noise to keep the enemies guessing and spread their defense thin. I'm also aware that one of them could be pushing us, so I take my time to clear my angles. Now it's down to a 2v2, and I make sure to use my utility to help us in our push. I ult market because my teammate calls that the Jet's playing from there, and I hold the smoke in case she tries to escape. Now it's down to a 2v1, and we should just win this. I molly lane and try to cross the boathouse to play with my teammate. The Omen still pushes lane, but luckily I was ready for it. It's a 1v2 and both my enemies are A, so I can simply plant on B. While crossing the boathouse, I hear someone running towards lane. So I hold lane with proper crosshair placement, waiting for her swing to hopefully get a quick shot and get back to cover. Unfortunately, I missed that opportunity, so now I'm just hoping that her teammate is pushing from stairs so that I can isolate a quick 1v1. Luckily, I won that fight, and now it's down to an actual 1v1. And my mindset going into this 1v1 is that I know that I have the advantage because she has to push into me. So I don't have to commit to a fight unless I know I'm gonna win by letting her push into me. I go for a quick peek on the right, and when I realize that she's no longer there, I know that she can only be on the left, so I'm ready to fight her there because I have the information. Now I know that she's low because I tagged her up, so again, I'm just trying my best to let her push into me. Honestly, I got a bit lucky at the end there, and I probably should have been more confident going into that duel, but a win is a win. This is a bonus round, so I'm sure that the enemy has better guns. So unless I give myself an advantage, I'm not going to be able to win any fights. So luckily, my teammate makes a really good call. My teammate asks me to tell him when to flash, and I know because of the footsteps that the enemies are already right in front of me. So flash right about now will give me that advantage that I'm looking for. Go flash! Big flash! Oh my god! It's down to a 1v2 and my initial plan is to take the spike and plant it on the other side of the map.
30 seconds left.
But as soon as I hear gunshots coming from C, I know that I have a 1v1 on site, so I take that opportunity. That's down to a 1v1 and my plan here is simple. I plant on B, planting for A link because it's unlikely that the enemy is gonna be there because he probably rotated towards C because I was last seen there. And as long as I do this fast enough, it's not gonna be one step ahead of me. And here, I just decide to play time with my ult.
Holy shit.
Honestly, I got lucky with this clutch and I definitely took a risk there. But you know, a win is a win.
Calculated, bro. Not even close.
Heaven.
So we successfully took A site, but I noticed that the enemy Raze who has ult is already in heaven. So I make the call to my teammates to be careful about the Raze ult and also run to A main so that I won't get killed by it.
Oh, winnable. It's winnable.
Unfortunately, the call was too late, so all of my teammates died and now it's down to a 1v2 situation. My first instinct during a clutch is to find a 1v1 because realistically, the only way for you to win a clutch is if you isolate 1v1s. So I hold for a bit hoping that someone would push me.
Winnable.
Now it's down to a 1v1 situation. I know that the Brimstone is on site somewhere, I just don't know his exact position. But I do have a lot of time left to use movement, jiggle peeking, and random shooting to bait out the Brimstone and find out his exact position before committing to a fight.
Nice, Reno.
For this bonus round, I decided to flank on A to catch the enemies off guard. Since there's a lot of noise happening on site, I don't have to walk anymore because they're probably not gonna hear my footsteps. My teammates died and now it's down to a 1v3. Looking at my minimap, I know that the enemies are just at the other side of this wall. So I know that by putting my wall down, I can catch them off guard because they're not gonna be expecting me to be here. I go back to cover and keep on jiggle peeking until I'm confident enough that I'm able to isolate a 1v1. I know that she's low, so I know that I'm probably gonna win this as long as I swing her with confidence. Maybe a bit too much confidence.
Holy.
Again, I got a bit lucky, but at least I look cool doing it. I heard someone reloading at the other side of the wall, so I go for the peek and kill him.
Spike planted. Last player standing.
Now it's down to a 1v3 situation. I heard someone to my right, so that's gonna be my first 1v1. Remember that in a clutch, all I'm trying to do is isolate 1v1s.
B main.
I also know that one of them is gonna be B main because my teammate called it out, so that's gonna be my next 1v1.
Oh, winnable.
And for my final 1v1, I heard him reloading to my left, so I just decided to not even use my Leer and just dry peek him while he's still reloading. But in hindsight, I probably should have used Leer to secure the round, but I was feeling confident in my aim.
Reloading.
For this round, we have to retake A. Instead of waiting for them to finish planting before retaking the site, I make the call to execute our retake as soon as they start planting. However, this strat only works if you and your teammates are already in position to retake the site before they even start planting, so fast rotations are incredibly important. Go, 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 go!
One enemy remaining.
Ganda! Lokong ganda ng retake to promise.
The reason why this strat works is because while planting, the person planting the spike can't fight, so they're already down one person. And while planting, the enemy is still probably not in the right post-plant position. It's down to a 3v4 and we decide to rotate towards B. I use my dog to help my race push out of Hookah, and I instantly jump out to try and trade her.
From low backside.
I'm gonna plan for CT.
I plan for backside since we're already here.
I'm gonna flash CT after this. Flashing.
For some reason, my flash didn't blind anyone.
Nothing there.
I have CTS.
Still got
Enemy
nice.
remaining.
But luckily, even though it caught me off guard, I was able to react quickly. I jump spot Hookah for information. When I got info that she's already peeking, I get ready to peek her back with a flash.
Please, Hookah. I'm flashing. Can you look back?
Flash. Ah!
I run to yellow to try and fight with my Reyna, but I was too late because she's already dead. Instead of peeking here, I just tried to hold the angle, anticipating that they're probably not going to be expecting me here since my Reyna just died from a similar spot. Basically, I baited my Reyna.
One enemy.
Luckily, it worked out because I got Immortal.
GG. Look at that.